Speaking of shootings, did you see Alec Baldwin came out today and said, I didn't even pull the trigger on that gun.
Yeah,
it just fired. And it's like, dude, everyone understands this to be an accident. And we know how guns work. Maybe your Hollywood friends don't, but you pulled the trigger. Like, just say you did it. And you were joking. You were doing a jokey trigger pull. Like,
I've never heard of a gun, quote unquote, just going off.
It doesn't happen.
What about on drops? Have you ever heard
I've
of it?
heard of it, mostly in the case of single action revolvers that are older.
And already cocked.
Yes.
This was not one of those.
He didn't drop the gun is the real thing. I've just never heard of one that's like in a hand or on a table just going bang. Like I'm sure it's happened. Like,
it just seems like a stupid lie to tell. Like, it seems like maybe I'm disconnected, but it seems like most people are like, yeah, this was a tragic accident. Like, you obviously didn't mean to murder someone. Like, it was an accidental killing. Just say you pulled the trigger in a joke.
Yeah, the lie is silly for him to tell because now I'm sitting here like,
what the fuck?
The trigger on purpose? Why is he telling me? Why is he lying about what happened?
I thought for some reason, the original story was he was doing a cross draw that he wasn't familiar with. Like he's done this before, but he's never done this. Yeah. And he wanted to practice. And dude, you pulled the trigger. That's why guns go off.
Yeah,
that's you know, that
100% of the time.
If he had just said, look, I was practicing my cross draw. I'm not like, I thought the gun was safe. It was supposed
I've heard of a gun going off by itself.
Oh.
Here's the scenario, though. It's a stupid scenario that doesn't happen. My dad had his trigger modified by someone who didn't know what they were doing, and they made it too sensitive. It was so sensitive that, in fact, when the rifle was hammer back, it's a bolt action rifle, so that just means you just close the bolt. That's what pulls the hammer back. If he closed the bolt outside of the truck in the cold of the morning, and then he got back into the truck, he sat the rifle across his lap, barrel pointed toward the door, chambered, safety off, because he's still overlooking the field. That's legal to do as long as you're parked in the field.
Yeah.
And he's just warming up. The truck heater warms the rifle's internals enough that the internals expand as steel does, as everything does when it's heated. And it goes the fuck off in the truck. Because he has his window down smoking a cigarette, it shoots into the truck door, shatters the window, glass shoots up out of the crack, and he's just sitting there like, the fuck?
Okay, well, that is due to an insanely incompetent gunsmith.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that happening ever.
Never.
Like, the only time that people drop a gun that goes off,
brain, like, have I ever heard of a gun going off? That's the one time.
Because in movies, like, someone will drop a Glock 19 and it'll fire. And it's like, well, that doesn't make any mechanical sense.
It happens in Sopranos when they're robbing the truck. One of the guys drops his pistol and takes out the friendly guy. Yeah, it's a whole thing. No, they don't do that. To my knowledge, like, I'm sure. Look, maybe it's happened. I'm just saying I've never seen it and I've never heard anyone talk about it ever happening.
Yeah. So
Alex killed that guy, but it was an accident. He shouldn't be liable or culpable or anything.
No, the gunsmith or whatever that's called, the person in charge of that should get in trouble, not the actor who was handing a live round.
That chunky blonde lady who clearly didn't know what the fuck she was doing. We've got a guy in our $50 patron hangout thing in Bob who like does this for movies. I won't go into too much detail about where he lives or which movies, but he's a real cool he's a real cool guy, and he's worked on like bigger stuff. And he was like, yeah, she wasn't supposed to be doing this, she wasn't supposed to be doing that, this was wrong, that was wrong, like, she's the one. And he was like, and she makes us all look bad. I that was impressionable on me. He was like, clearly he was kind of like, and she makes us all look bad because, like,
yeah, he was annoyed by, and he clearly is a consummate expert who knows exactly what he's doing, and he would have never done that. He even said that. He was like, I can't imagine someone in that position, anyone not knowing enough about guns to be put in that position And if someone is, they immediately should say they're not qualified. And the woman did say, I'm not qualified for this.
Yeah.
And they kept her on.
It's basic bitch shit to like not have that live ammunition anywhere near the set.
Who keeps live ammo near a Hollywood set? Like what's the gain?
They had been target shooting like on time off, like right off like the beaten path there, like shooting cans and shit, and then going back to filming with the same fucking gun but with blanks and stuff in it, and then somebody got killed. Like it's absurd that any of that was happening, that there was any ammo anywhere near any of the guns they were using. Like you would never see that in like something that I was doing. Like if we're gonna be like, if I was doing a thing like where we were mixing like airsofts with like fake muzzle blast with real guns, like we're doing sort of like a fiction nonfiction thing where some of it was real guns and some of it was like actors and zombies or something, there would be such a separation between those two, like
for sure
things. Like oh Jesus Christ,
they shouldn't have even had Alec Baldwin out there plinking with it, with first of all the same gun. Really?
Yeah.
Second of all, what's he plinking for? He's in a movie. Like it doesn't fucking matter. No one on earth thinks that Alec Baldwin is a sharpshooter.
I think maybe he's playing one. Well, he's not anymore, is he?
No, he's playing a real shooter.
I'll tell you what. I'm starting to believe Alec Baldwin might be a sharpshooter. I mean, he's 1 for 1.
How funny would it be if the clip came out and it's him going like just firing. It's like, yeah, we didn't let it out until now.
A crazy angle of that. That's what's messed up.
She was hit. Imagine the story if it was
I gotta say,
a tragic accident. She was hit 6 times, middle mass.
Is it on video? Do they have the video?
I don't think so. I feel like it would have went viral if they did.
If they had that video, like, what if he did like a sick quick draw? And like smoked her, and then like stuck. You know how they'll like spin it and like stick it back into the holster real quick. Like what if he thought that like when she fell, she or him, I don't even know who he killed anymore. But he thought that they were like playing along for like the gap. He was just like bang, and he like spun the gun, threw it back in the holster, and had like a fucking catchphrase he said, and all that shit was on film. Like
his catchphrase is, "I fucking hate you, and I'm glad you're dead." Susan Miller or whatever the fuck her name was.
I meant it.
I meant it, Pilgrim.
Yeah, I don't really like that guy at all. He's pretty annoying, but
Alec Baldwin. Wait, no,
I don't think he did anything wrong.
Am I getting him confused? He's in some good movies, right?
Yeah, my favorite might be The Edge. I rewatched that the other day. I watch it all the time. It's got a great moment in it where Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin had that talk where he tells him that what one man can do, another can do, because they're trying to like hype themselves up enough to do the shit that's in this like survival handbook and fight a grizzly bear. And they're just repeating over and over, what one man can do, another can do. What one man can do, another can do. It's fucking great. The Edge. It's a great movie. It's got Mekhi Phifer, Anthony